5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Live from New York City, get ready for your first glimpse of the top new NFL players of 2011, all together for the first time. The NFLPA proudly presents Rookie Debut 2011. We're glad you've joined us for a celebration like no other. Streaming from the world-famous Cipriani on Wall Street, you'll experience candid interviews, be live with us on the red carpet and inside the celebration, as well as hearing from some of the greatest NFL players in history. Your hosts for the evening are Brian Mitchell, Willie McGinnis, and Kevin Carter. Brought to you in part by SOTL.com. School of the Legends. Get connected, stay connected.
Hello and welcome as we are live for the NFL Debut, Rookie Debut 2011. We are live at the Cipriani here in New York City on Wall Street. It is a beautiful night tonight. I'm one of your co-hosts, Kevin Carter. I played 14 years in the NFL. There's a well-dressed man down to my right, Willie McGinnis, who played 15 years in the league. And believe it or not, he's got 3 of these Super Bowl rings, but he chooses not to wear them. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm wearing mine tonight from the Rams, the greatest show on turf. We got a live party inside, as you just saw. We're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to get an in-depth view at some of our rookies coming into the league this year. This earmarks their journey as they set forth to try to win one of these. So we're going to take a look at their road to the NFL. Now, the road to the NFL isn't always a straight one. Sometimes it's a broken one. Okay, and the thing about that, we're going to take a look at it. My other co-host is inside, Brian Mitchell. In my opinion, one of the best return men in the history of the game. I'm pumping you up, Brian. So we're going to hear from Ray Rice in the next segment. Like I said, the road to the NFL isn't always a perfect one. So we're going to take a look at his road and his journey to the NFL. Stay tuned.
First piece of advice I would definitely give to, a rookie coming into the NFL is, to learn the power of respect is to never disrespect, and that is, to respect the game for what it is, for what we came from, and respect the past players that that have fought for our game, and that's the power of respecting your elders and learning that this game will go on with you or without you. You got to realize that we're blessed and fortunate to play this game, but there's people out there fighting battles that that we can't endure because we're playing the game. And to reach out to them people is just as important as us scoring touchdowns, because these are the same people that root and cheer us on. And the community is something that it says it takes a village to raise a child. We were all products of the community. We all need to remember where we came from. We all didn't just wake up and the NFL was destined for us. The NFL was something that is a blessing that God has given us to play the game.
Thank you, Ray. This is Willie McGinnis, and I'm live. You're talking about a big party, live from the Big Apple, the Rookie Debut 2011, in accordance with the NFLPA and the School of the Legends.com. When I was coming out, we didn't have any parties like this. This is one of the biggest parties you'll ever see, as you get to introduce yourself to some of the rookies that's coming out, some old past players, some present players, and some future Hall of Fame and Super Bowl players like KC mentioned. We want to talk about one of these guys who had a hard road. He has a twin brother who's coming into the league now, that's already in the league with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the center. We want to talk about Mike Pouncey. We're going to go to you, Mike. Let's see what Mike has to say.
Just being here with my family, I brought a selected few of family members to come up with me, and just all the support they've been there all my years in college, and to be up here and just let them know that this is a special moment to me, and just having them up here with me the whole time, just probably the moment I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Well, I brought my mom, my dad, my twin brother, my little sister, and about 10 uncles and aunties to come up with me, and we come up here to have a good time. Obviously, my brother got drafted last year, so we didn't get the experience because he didn't get invited here last year. So just to have everybody up here to enjoy this moment. My father, you know, he put football in our lives. He was our coach going through Little League, and obviously he couldn't live the dream of being in football, so we're living it for him. And he had the accident, so it's tough on him because we used to go home and we had a big game coming up. Like, we go home, we play LSU. He'll line up as a defensive lineman and try and pass rush against us. And, you know, his leg got cut off, and so he's living the dream through us, and so he's been the biggest inspiration in our lives. It feels great. It's a lifelong dream to play in the NFL and be a part of a great organization. Hard work is everything, you know, fighting through adversity and just believing in yourself and not letting one person tell you that you can't do anything.
We are live at the Cipriani at the NFL Rookie Debut 2011. Got to hear from that Gator, Mike Pouncey. Love my Gators. So I don't know if it's on this side of the screen or that side of the screen, but there are questions. Push your questions to us. We want to hear from you, and we will answer them tonight, okay? This is put on. This is presented by the NFL Players Association and SchoolOfTheLegends.com. The question's over my left shoulder. I was just told by my producer, Carrie Chapman. Over my left shoulder, there are comments. There are questions. Push them to us. We want to hear from you guys, okay? This next piece is Reading Across America. It's going to come to you, and this is what a lot of us really do. This is what being an NFL player gives you the platform with which to give back to your community. And this is one of the things that I take most pride in. I'm more proud of my community efforts than I am anything that I've ever done on the field. So community is one of our best things that we can give back. So.
Well, I have The Cat in the Hat, and it's one that my children like to listen to as well. It's an old classic. I know you guys have heard it before, but maybe you haven't heard it quite like this.
Back when I was around their age, we didn't have anyone come in and read to us. And, you know, we've had, you know, the teachers sit down and read to us. That can become boring sometimes because you see them every day.
And I remember even then as a kid, second grader, like, it would be someone's parent, like, you know, a firefighter or someone who was like an airline pilot, and they come in and read to us. And I thought it was always such an awesome treat.
And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump.
I like Green Eggs and Ham, believe it or not. I can relate to those books. I can remember those books. So it's still a good book for the kids, and it's still a good book for the adults to read to the kids.
We just try to provide a little bit of entertainment for them. They seem to be fired up. We had a little cake for them. We didn't send them. I don't know, that might have been too much sugar for them. I look forward to things like this. If it's reading for them, if it's having football camps, if it's somehow just giving them hands-on experience.
Have no fear, little fish, said these things are good things, and he gave them a pat. I think it makes a little bit of a difference when someone kids can identify with, someone they recognize, like Donovan or myself, come in and kind of stress the importance of reading for these kids, and more than anything, to make it fun. Reading doesn't always have to be a chore. It doesn't always have to be something that you're forced to do. You can read and have fun with it.
Thank you, thank you. Good job, good job. Woo! All right, excellent job.
The first thing is congratulations and welcome to the NFL. It's a very select few that get to enjoy this opportunity and enter into the ranks of an NFL football player. But beyond that, I would say, as you come in, remember to take care of yourself, both financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, the whole bit. And I would say take care of your teammates. Don't forget where you came from. Take care of your community and be professional in everything that you do. And it's a great ride, and it could be a great opportunity beyond the life of football.
Thank you, Kevin. And you talk about the community. Community is something that's really important to a lot of players that's involved in the game and that's been in the game in the past. And it was real passion. It's something that I wanted to do. I had to go back because when I was younger, we didn't have many athletes, many entertainers, or whoever coming back and giving us that inspiration that we can do whatever we wanted to do. So that community factor, folks, is the great thing. The NFL does a great job for it. The NFLPA, they all come together, all the players, and they're really passionate about giving back, and that's something that we really care about. So we want to stay and letting everybody know how we feel about that community. And when you talk about the Big Apple, I've always dreamed about being on Wall Street, and I had to come to the Rookie Debut 2011 to get here, but I'm here. I want to talk about another electrifying player that's in this year's draft. They said he's one of the best athletes in the draft. I want to go to Patrick Peterson. I want to see what Patrick is talking about.
As of today, what's been the most exciting moment in my life, in my football career, I'd probably say when I hit the Heisman polls. Running it back on West Virginia and helping us win that ball game. I thought that was pretty special to me. Something that wasn't planned but just happened, but it ended up sticking out to me the most. I brought my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, my grandparents, and a couple of cousins. My girlfriend and my girlfriend. And my dad been on my side every step of the way. You know, most kids don't have that. And I thought that was a huge. He played a lot of. He put in a lot of time with me and making me into the person and football player that I am today. My bump and run. I mean, I like getting at the line of scrimmage and taking the receiver hard away from him. Wonderful place to be. You know, a lot of horn honking, a lot of traffic, a lot of yellow cabs, but that's the Big Apple for you. You know, I mean, it's definitely no better place to have the draft. This is definitely the place to be. It feels great. You know, I'm definitely excited to finally be a part of a team. You know, and it's the greatest feeling in the world to finally know that I fulfilled my dream and finally landed to a team, and I'm now I'm considered as a professional and an NFL player. Get connected, stay connected at SOTL.com.
Thank you, Patrick. That was a great. That was a great story by Patrick Peterson, one of the most electrifying players, but he did have some issues off the field, and as you see by his speech, his family kept him strong. They kept it together, and he ended up being one of the top picks of the draft. Now he has a bigger world to look forward to. And speaking of the red carpet, there's a lot of superstars on the red carpet that's passing by, so I'm trying to snatch one. I think I'm going to go over to KC and see he has one of the most electrifying young players, DN. They kind of compared him to me that's on the red carpet, so I want to grab this guy before he gets away. I'm going to throw over to KC.
Yes, I am here with one of the most electrifying young players in the league. I'm here with Aldon Smith from Missouri, University of Missouri Tigers. He is going to the San Francisco 49ers, 7th pick overall in the NFL Draft 2011. Hey, man, you have an unbelievable opportunity as a defensive end. I know what it's like to play in college and come out of school and go as that big-time pass rusher. It's an unbelievable opportunity, and you've got a bright future ahead of you. You know, keep your head on straight. I know everyone wants to win one of these rings, but remember, you know, it's about more than that. It's about giving back to the community and being the best man you can be. So what's on your mind right now? What's going through your head as you enter into this whirlwind, just exciting journey that you're about to embark upon?
Man, I'm definitely blessed. You know, I'm definitely fortunate. I'm definitely excited about everything. You know, for me getting picked as high as I went, and for me being able to help back the community as far as I went. You know, I was actually out down in I think the Bronx. I was helping out some the high schoolers earlier, and that's a blessing, man. For me to be able to give back to the community, I'm excited, and I'm excited what I'm going to do for San Francisco, man.
Well, you know what? One of the best things about being an NFL defensive lineman is being able to work your craft. I mean, you have all this athletic ability, and you're big, strong, and fast. But hey, remember to use these right here, man. Remember to learn how to use those hands. And if you have an old defensive lineman, an old head, an old Kevin Carter, or somebody like that on your team, find him, emulate him, ask him what he's done and how he got to where he is. So that's the first thing I'm going to charge you to do.
Hey, you know, as you just said, find an old guy. I got a guy that went to Mizzou. His name is Justin Smith. And actually a guy named Takeo Spike. So I'm going to learn from both of them guys, you know. Justin, he went to Mizzou. He's a great guy. He's done a great job at San Francisco. Now I'm going to take great notes from him. I'm going to learn how to be a pro, learn how to be successful in the NFL, and hopefully I can learn something from them from the time I'm there. You know?
I had the opportunity to meet your parents yesterday, and really, really good people. being that they're, you know, standing behind you and they're going to be with you every step of the way. What advice did your parents give to you?
You know, just stay focused and keep doing what I've done to this point to be where I am right now. And just stay focused and make sure I don't, you know, get wayside. So as long as I'm following that, I think I'm pretty sure I'll be successful, man.
All right.
All right, man.
Live with Alden Smith. All right. All right. Hey, come on in, Julio Jones. I'm going to ask you to step out. Alden Smith, 7th pick overall to San Francisco 49ers. I'm here live with Julio Jones going to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, man, I'm grateful. Grateful that they traded up to pick me, you know, having so much confidence in me, you know, Mr. Blanks, Coach Smith, all those guys, you know, making the decision to come up all the way from 27 to come up to 6 and pick me.
Yeah. Well, you made the comment that, yeah, they did a lot. I mean, they came under some scrutiny, making all those moves just to get Julio Jones. You must be a special receiver. I have to talk about you a little bit. I mean, you're an SEC guy, and I'm a little partial to my SEC guys. I mean, I'm a Gator, and I don't hold it against you, you know, that you're Crimson Tide member or whatever, but, you know, us SEC guys are a little bit more ready to play in the NFL than anybody else.
Yes, sir, definitely. You know, coming from the program that Coach Saban has at the University of Alabama, and the way he runs it, he runs it like an NFL team, you know, as far as the means and everything, and being late. You know, you get punished in college for being late on Coach Saban's team, but now in the league, you get fined. It kind of fall under the same guidelines of that. Also, just being mentally and physically prepared to make that next step, and I think Coach Saban does a great job with that at the University of Alabama.
University of Alabama. Speaking of the University of Alabama, we're going to go to a piece on Mark Ingram, who is the Heisman Trophy winner and just an unbelievable running back, and who's going to add depth and add a lot of strength to the New Orleans Saints this year. And also we're going to hear from our executive director of the NFL Players Association, D. Smith. Thanks, Julio.
I've been there a few times, especially in the past couple of years. So, I mean, it's the big city, man. It's the Big Apple. Always lit up, always something going on. Gotta love New York. Definitely, you know, I've had, you know, good middle school coaches, good high school coach from Coach Gary Lee, great college coach, Coach Saban, Coach Burns, my position coach, and just being able to grow as a person and as a player through all those men has been real special to me. I have my mom and my 3 little sisters and my grandma. They mean the world to me. There's nothing else in the world that matters to me. God first, my family, and then everything after that. So I have a couple of my good friends here with me as well. So just to be able to come here to New York City and experience the draft week is something that's real special to me and something that I'm truly blessed to be able to experience. And that's why I got to thank God, because without him I wouldn't even be here. So I got to thank him. It's really... Don't let anybody hold you back, no matter what your circumstance is. Nobody can hold you down except for yourself. If you have a goal and you want to accomplish it that bad, you'll work hard, you'll be determined, you'll be focused, and you won't let anything stray you off the path of achieving that goal. So just work hard, and nobody can hold you down or anything. If you have something that you want to accomplish, put your mind to it, and you can accomplish it. Just definitely winning the national championship, and being able... The first year going 12-0, losing our last 2 games, and coming back the next year going 14-0, being Florida national championship, won a Heisman, then coming back and winning the national championship. So definitely by far that experience, that year right there was a year that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Feels great. Feels wonderful. It's a dream come true. Truly blessed, and couldn't have been a better fit.
Today we want to welcome you to the National Football League Players Association and Players Incorporated. This is our opportunity to present to our fans the best that football has to offer, the players of the National Football League. Over the last few months, you've heard certainly a lot about the labor dispute between the players and the owners. Let me tell you the one thing that you need to know. The players of the National Football League stood up, filed a lawsuit to bring football back. We took a position that football is American, it's for our fans, and it's for our players. And those players took a stand to represent not only the players of today, but the players of yesterday, and certainly the players of tomorrow. So during this rookie debut week, Let's embrace everything that we love about football. The players of the National Football League, the fans who love them, and the games that we have grown to love over the last few decades. Thank you very much.
Thanks, D. Now, I had a chance to get to know D after all this stuff is going on, and this is one guy that is sharp and knows what he wants. He's for the players, he's for the league, he's for the community, he wants everything to work out right. This guy is razor blade sharp, and I have a lot of respect for him. I just wanted to throw that in there because D's been pushing really hard to end this lockout, along with the NFL. Everybody's trying to make this work, but he's one sharp guy, and I just want to say thank you. Also, if you guys have any comments that you guys have seen on the red carpet, if you guys want to talk to people, if you guys want to come hang out, ask whatever you want. Ask whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want. You can ask some of your favorite players whatever you want. You can go to sltl.com. You can see your best players, over 1,300 high-profile players on this site. You can talk, you can ask questions, you can do whatever you want. I'm on the red carpet with KC. I had a little problem with that SEC thing. He said that was the best conference, and those are the most ready guys for the NFL. I'm from the Pac-10, and let me tell you something, we're not going for that. The Pac-10 is not going for that, KC. We're going to push hard. We like to battle with you SEC guys. We got another special piece, guys, that we did in Dallas. We want to go to that again. It involves the community and what we're doing. Let's go to Dallas and see what happens there.
I love giving back to the community. And as a former player, I've been retired for all these years, 16 years, and I love being a part of what the NFL Player Association is doing and that community service.
Well, anytime we get a chance to come back and give back to the community in any form, it's always good.
This is part of what we call our Americans Feeding Americans caravans. In this instance, we're giving out food and essentials for 800 families. So those people are going to be coming and picking up the food.
There is a real need. There's a lot of families. Most of the families that we deal with are working people that just don't make enough money to take care of their families.
I came from South Central Los Angeles, and there was a tendency for a lot of guys to go the wrong way if you weren't steered in the right way. And I was in a good enough position where I was steered in positive directions through a lot of different community organizations. So that played a big part in my development as far as being successful and going on and doing the things that I did in professional sports. So I always said if I could go back into my community or other communities that I was involved in and make a difference, I would try and do that, and that's what I'm trying to do today.
The people that are coming through are absolutely going to be elated over the fact that people cared enough to get out in the cold to do this for them.
We're just a small piece of the puzzle. You have the people that's here every single week doing this. It's a great cause, and we get a lot of the credit, but a lot of the credit shouldn't even go to us. It should go to the people that's here and the volunteers that are here week in and week out. It's a blessing, but they deserve all the credit.
It feels great. It's cold out here, but we're trying to provide a warm feeling for everyone that comes by. So we're just out here enjoying the time, having fun, handing out boxes. This was about helping others. We're fortunate to be in the position that we are. Anytime you can give back, it just feels good.
Speaking about community, that was a great piece, feeding the community, and that's one of the things that I myself like to do. I like to go back to my hometown and do what I can with the children, the community, and it's just so hard. A lot of people have it hard, and we're so fortunate to have the things we're doing. So anytime we can go back with the NFL, with the NFLPA, and all the great institutions that we have backing us to go back and give, it really means a lot to our community and people. We're hanging out on the red carpet. We want to talk some more stuff. I think I want to go back over to Mr. SEC and see who he has, our next special guest that he's talking to right now. I'm going to throw it over to KC.
So much talk about this whole SEC, Pac-10 thing. I'm not so caught up in that. I want to make sure that, we remind the people where our heart is, and that's why you keep seeing about what we do in the community. With the platform that we've been blessed with, we've got to give back, and that's why we're showing so much of that, trying to shed a light on who we are as people, and that's what the NFL players are meant to do. But this guy isn't a Pac-10 guy or an SEC guy. He's a Big Ten guy, right? And from what I hear, the 10 makes what? 10 makes men, right? That's right. Is that
the motto? I learned something when I graduate.
Eddie George told me that every day. He said, hey, the 10 makes men.
Okay. It makes sense. It's the truth.
I'm here with Adrien Clayborn, first-round pick for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How do you feel about going to Tampa?
Man, I'm excited. It was my first choice. Well, not my choice, but I mean, that's where I wanted to go. And I'm just excited, man. I got an awesome coach, awesome GM, awesome position coaches. And I'm just excited to get down there.
Well, being a former Buck, I actually had the audacity, and I was just really nosy. But I had to know the scoop on Mr. Clayborn. So I called Raheem, and I said, man, what's the deal? I talked to Barrett Ruud, and they say, man, Raheem has been high on you for a long time. So just congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he told me that, and I believed it when I met with him, but once they picked me, and I was just, man, so excited to get that call, and man, I just can't wait till this lockout's over so I can get down there and start working, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think you'll fit right into that Tampa 2 defense, be able to get off the ball and just show your skill.
Exactly. I'm excited about finally able to get off the ball and pass first and come off that edge and just get after the quarterback.
You know what? Spoken like a true D lineman right after my own heart, man. It's all about getting to the quarterback. If you can't hit the quarterback, then you're not worth your salt as a defensive lineman, in my book.
Exactly, my book too, man. It's all about getting to the quarterback, man. That's where we get our through. That's when we make our moment. That's when we change the game. So,
hey, well, good luck to you. God bless you, man. Go out there and, man, just embarrass those offensive linemen every day. Work on your craft, work on your skill, and good luck to you.
Thank you. I plan on it with hard work, but I'm gonna do it.
All right. Thanks for the scoop. Back to you, Mr. Pac-10.
Mr. SEC, how do you think Mr. Clayborn felt? He just went first round to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This guy's ecstatic, okay? He's ready to go. He's ready to go right now. Just hope he don't hit nobody inside the party. And speaking of pressure, I want to talk about one of the 2010 #1 pick overall who had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but he handled it nicely. He handled it nicely in St. Louis. Let's go to Sam Bradford. Let's see what he has to talk about.
To all the rookies coming in, I would say enjoy the moment, enjoy the draft. It's a great process. Enjoy everything about it. Don't wish that you got drafted to another team. Be extremely excited, for whoever takes you, because you have a tremendous opportunity ahead of you. I would make the most of it too. Understand that, as soon as you get drafted, you now have a job. You're working for the team that drafted you. I would get there as soon as possible. Ask for the playbook. Ask as many questions as you need, to feel comfortable in your new system, and just work hard. I think that's the biggest thing. There's going to be a lot of people trying to pull you in different directions, especially after the draft and before training camp starts. Don't let them do it. Understand that you only need to do things that are going to help you succeed on the field, and really just limit it to football-related activities. It's definitely extremely important to get back to the community where you grew up, also the community that you're now a part of. People love seeing you out. They love seeing you do positive things for the community, knowing that you're going to benefit them, not only on the field with their football team, but also with everyone else. So, pick a cause, pick a charity, something that, you're going to be behind and you're going to support, and just give everything you can to it.
Willie, there is a party going on inside, and we're out here stuck on the red carpet.
A big party.
I mean, it's a good time in there.
I think I'll be right back.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna stay. I hang out with you for a little while longer, but I'd rather be inside with the rookies, man. They're about to get paid. They're going first round draft picks. They're about to go into a whole nother level.
See, this Pac-10 agenda. See, we're going to stay with the program here. My producer's telling me that we've got to stay with the program.
Okay, let's stick to the program.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What can these rookies expect coming into their rookie season? What can they expect over the next couple of months?
A lot of confusion. Coming in as a rookie, there's a lot of things that's going to be thrown at them depending on their positions. Their playbook gets a lot bigger, as you know. The schedule's a lot different. The work, the work is a lot more. So, they just got to get it all together. They got to find a place to stay. They got to get their parents settled. They got to do all those little meticulous things that we don't like doing.
They've got to grow up.
They got to grow up a little bit, and that's why you have all the other people in the organization to help them. But there's a lot of things they got to get ready for, and at the least, they got to get ready to play football. They got to get in shape. They got to learn what they got to do. They got to meet everybody, and they got to try to get themselves a position on that team.
Yeah, well, in college, a lot of these things are taken care of for them. I mean, their living conditions, their food, everything is centrally located. Right. All they have to do basically is show up. When you get to the NFL, I mean, you've got to take care of the stuff yourself.
Or you got to pay somebody to take care of it for you.
Right. Well, everyone's not fortunate to make the kind of money that this guy made while he played, so everyone can afford to
14 years. 14 years. And he got money from a lot of different teams, not just one.
Well, I'm going to bring in a guy that just dwarfs me and you as far as just
I don't
size,
know about
man.
me,
This
but
is
maybe you. What's up, Watt?
How's it going, guys?
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you very much. I appreciate
Absolutely. I see how excited you are, man. You look
Quite
nice,
excited.
man. Cleaned up a little bit.
He's got on his fingers.
Yeah, he's got
You
one.
got plenty of them.
He's got one. Yeah, he's got one.
Isn't that a nice piece of hardware? See, I'm wearing my ring, though. Why aren't you wearing your ring, Willie?
You can't
your
wear
rings.
You can't wear that many rings, Kevin.
Wow,
you can't wear that many rings.
J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt.
Let's talk about J.J.
You're going to the Houston Texans. Are you excited about this?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, being from Wisconsin, it's kind of cold up there, so it's going to be nice to get down in the heat a little bit. And we have a great young defense. Coach Wade Phillips knows what he's doing.
There's a lot more humidity in Houston.
That's what I've been hearing, so I think I need to start my hydration cycle now.
The good thing is you're in the dome, though, so they can open and close it depending on the weather. And you're playing around some young, exciting players. You're playing with Cushing and some other guys that's out there. What do you expect coming into your first year as a rookie from that defense? What's some of the things you're trying to get a position? You're trying to go out there right now? Like, what's going through your mind? Are you nervous?
A little bit. I mean, I got to talk with Coach Phillips when I went down to Houston yesterday and kind of get a hold of the playbook a little bit. I just want to get down there and start competing for a starting spot because, I mean, if you're drafted in the first round, you need to be an impact player, and that's what I want to do.
Wait a minute. We're still trying to figure this lockout thing. You got a playbook already?
No, I talked about the playbook. I didn't get a playbook.
Oh, okay. He talked about the playbook. He doesn't have the playbook. Okay, JJ, you got it, man. Congratulations to him. I want to say that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I have a question for you. What do you think you're going to have to improve upon with your particular skill set? I mean, I watched you on film. You're a guy who has a motor, but you're also big, strong, fast. I mean, you can pretty much do it all. I mean, the versatility favors the guys that, that have a long career. The more you can do is kind of the saying in the NFL, but you can do everything.
I appreciate that. One of the things I want to work on a little bit more and always continue working on is my speed. I want to be able to beat guys around the edge with my speed because I have the power. Now I just want to add the speed rush.
Now, do you prefer inside or outside, like in, 3 technique, 5 technique, in? What do you prefer? Where are you most comfortable at?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter much to me, and I think that's what helps me out as a player, the versatility, because I can go inside on a guard and kind of beat him with quickness, and I can go outside on a tackle and use my power a little bit more. So that's going to help out Coach Phillips a lot, I think.
The draft is over. You don't have to give the political answer. And I did the same thing. I was a tween. I played defensive and a linebacker. What do you want to play in the NFL?
I want to play the 5 technique, and then I'd like to kick inside on passing downs.
There you go.
Well, leading into that, we've got a question off the internet just for you, J.J. Watt. What do you see your role being that you well, I know what you want to do, but what do you see your role being with Mario and Antonio down there?
I think I can play defensive end, and then Coach Phillips can do a lot of different things with Mario. I think he could play a little bit outside linebacker, he could play the other end, and there's a lot of different things that could happen with the Texans defense, so we're excited about it.
It's a pretty good dynamic duo.
And you know what, one thing I want to say too, having a guy like Mario is great for you because it takes some of the pressure off you. So some of those double teams are going to swing his way. You get a lot more one-on-ones. You get to cause some problems.
No question. I mean, you have a guy like Mario Williams. He makes guys around him look better. And so he's going to take a lot of double teams, and now I'm going to come in there and hopefully take some off of him.
There you go, boss.
Thanks, JJ. Appreciate it, man. God bless you. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Go Texans.
Go Texans. He's already got it right. We're going to hear from Prince, Amukamara, and Von Miller. Take it away.
I'm from Glendale, Arizona, but I was originally born on the East Coast in Boston. Both my parents are from Nigeria. I have 5 sisters, and a couple of them play athletics in college. My dad's grandfather was a chief of a village, and every first son gets the name Prince because they're actually a prince. I'm a man of God. I believe in Jesus, and he's my real motivation. He's the reason why I get up in the morning and why I try to compete in everything I do as hard as I can. Yes, that's definitely been instilled in me in my early childhood, and it was my job to just keep it going and keep being a follower. In high school, I used to play running back. And as soon as I got to Nebraska, they switched my position without me knowing and moved me to DB. And I didn't actually start playing DB until I was a sophomore, and that's when I played the nickel and dime position. And then my junior, senior years when I first started to really play corner and really excel, and everything just took off from there. Well, when I was younger, I was an offensive guy, so I really looked up to guys like Jerry Rice. Now, I try to study every corner that I see play on Sunday, and I mostly catch myself looking at guys like Darrelle Revis and Nnamdi Asomugha. I definitely was under the impression that I was going to go not pretty early, but just mid-round. And as soon as I seen Dallas go a different direction and the Lions go a different direction, there was a little bit worry. I told everybody yesterday that I had that Brady Quinn flashback, and I don't know. I just kept my faith, and I saw 201 area code, and the Giants were up next, so I just figured it was them. And then it wasn't the head coach at first. It was I think it was a scout, and he just said, I think we might be getting you. And then Coach Coughlin came on and said, all right, yeah, you're the guy we're going with, and we're excited. This was actually my first time here in New York, so I mean it's been a great visit so far, and I don't really know what it's going to be like here. I know it's the city, but I heard some people live in New Jersey, and I mean I could just tell that the fans are really excited and they really love their Giants.
Hey, I'm inside the party. All those guys that were talking earlier, you just heard Prince Amukamara, a great young man out there, but you had Willie McGinnis and Kevin Carter outside. Now, I am inside the party, and this is Brian Mitchell here, coming at you live from the NFLPA Rookie Debut 2011. We have a great party going on behind us right now. See, when you get to play in the NFL 14 years and you're an older guy, you get the good gig. They have to go outside. I'm inside where all the party is happening. But you know, in this party, if you look at everything we've been doing tonight, every player that talks, it's about trying to make sure that the young guys understand what the NFL is all about. We've had different players come in and give them different types of ideas, different types of examples of what they can do to make better players, better men, and be better in their communities. One man coming up to talk, and this guy was unbelievable. Michael Vick, one of the most incredible football players to ever play in the NFL. Came into the league, became the most dynamic guy out there, and then all of a sudden, he lost everything. But you know what? He learned a lesson. He came back last year, and he was the comeback player of the year. Michael Vick, right now, will tell you, and he's going to be very, very emotional about what he says. He's going to teach a lot of the young rookies, let them know you can lose it, but you have a second chance, you can come back. Let's go to Michael Vick.
You know, I grew up in a tough environment as a youngster, but I set a goal. I had a plan, and that plan was to make it to the NFL, and by any means necessary, doing whatever it took. Was drafted #1, something I never expected, something that I never aimed for. I always just wanted to have a chance, and being selected #1 really showed my growth and how far I came as a player from high school and being overshadowed. What I say to kids who may screw up, kids who may get consumed in their environment, hardships, turmoils, pain and strife, you got to get up and keep fighting. It's times where, you may do things that a lot of people don't agree with. I think the most important thing is being happy with yourself. If you're not happy deep down inside, then you'll never be able to function as a human being. You can't please everybody. And the thing you have to do is make good decisions and good judgment. If you can do that, then it'll go a long way. But there are going to be times where you're not going to make the right decisions, and things are going to happen that people don't agree with. It's important that you figure it out, you correct it, and you move on. I'm scared all the time. I'm scared when I step on the football field, when I get on the airplane, when I'm driving in the snow. There's always a sense of fear, but I think that keeps you on your toes. Makes you conscious of your surroundings, and it helps you in the long run, I think. Fear is a good thing. That's it. That's it. You got to get up and keep fighting. My high school coach came into my life and, basically transformed me from a boy into a man. Coach Dungy came into my life and made me see the things that were important. Family, inner peace with myself, God, things that I wasn't focused on. When I was young, I wasn't focused on being the best football player that I could be or the best student athlete that I could be. My high school coach steered me in the right direction. Coming out of prison, Coach Dungy just helped me realize what was most important in life, and that was being happy, finding happiness, family, inner peace, God. If my life ended today, you know, first and foremost, I want people to say that Mike was a stand-up guy. You know, he didn't do things the right way at times in his life, but for 90% of his life, he did. And if you ever had a chance to meet the guy, you know, you'll walk away with a different perception of him other than what you heard about him. Family, inner peace, God. That's it. That's it. You got to get up and keep fighting.
Just heard a very touching interview from Michael Vick, and I believe everything that he said. I had a chance to sit down with Michael Vick for a whole hour and do an interview with him early in his football season, and I believe he's a changed man. Michael Vick went out and he had everything in the world. He lost it, but he gained it back because he believed in himself. God gave him a second chance. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles gave him a second chance, and he went out and he did some great things. But a young man that's having his first chance right now is going to step in with me. A.J. Green from the University of Georgia, going to the Cincinnati Bengals, and I watched this young man play a lot, and he is unbelievable. Look, you're looking right now, I'm 5'10". I got to tiptoe a little bit to get up there with him. And everybody talk about the big receiver in the league. What is it you're going to bring to the Bengals?
Just not the big receiver, just my route running. How crafty I'm going to be and how crafty I'm going to work to be that great receiver.
Well, earlier tonight we had Kevin Carter having a battle with Willie McGinnis about the best league in college football. They're talking about the SEC and the Pac-10. Who do you think is the best division in football?
Gotta be the SEC, man. What are you talking about? I play in a tougher conference, so you know I'm going to vote for that. So.
Well, you know what? One thing about you got drafted in the first round. You have this great party going on. You've been in New York. You've been back to Cincinnati and back again. How exciting has it been since they called your name?
Oh man, it was one of the highlights of my life. You know, growing up in a small town, Ridgeville, South Carolina, country boy. You know, first time in New York, first time to all this light and this flash, and so it's a great experience. And to have my family along with me is an unbelievable feeling.
How happy were the parents? You know, you say you have your family with you, and you know, I got drafted when they had 12 pounds. I'm an old dude. But when you had that opportunity, you look at your mom and dad. How did it make you feel to see how happy they were? Because, you know, without them, you don't get there. You know, they taught you a lot. How did that make you feel?
Oh, man, like I said, it was an unbelievable feeling. Just having them, both my parents there, my family that raised me from a little boy to made me to the man I am today, and all the hard work I put in, and now I can repay them. And that's an unbelievable feeling when you see your parent crying and crying because how successful you have became, and the man I have became is all because of them.
Well, AJ, I'll say this, man. You know, I'm proud of you, and I had 2 goals in life. Make my mama happy and my daddy proud. If you can go on and do that, you're going to be a great person out there. But we also have a lot of other interviews that came up with us. Marcel Darius, and also a great father and son team now. This guy's dad, Cameron Jordan, his dad, Steve Jordan, Minnesota Vikings, played together. Take a look.
I started playing football when I was in the 5th grade. Didn't even want to play. I mean, because most players say that's how, as we all start like that. Nobody really want to play. So you find there's so many lessons to be learned in it. So as playing, just kept playing, I got better and better. And I just, so this is a gift the Lord gave me, so I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. Taking plays, I never think I go. Trust in the Lord, do not rely on your own understanding. Proverbs 5:3. Love it. Trust and believe everything He said to me. I grew up in Birmingham, inner city Birmingham, East Lake, rural area, pretty bad area. But you know, I wouldn't trade for the world. It made me who I am today. Bad decisions, watching a lot of my friends make bad decisions, and knowing how to go down that same road. So I wouldn't trade for the world. I had a great time, you know, with my family, friends, brothers and sisters. Mama had 7 kids, 6 boys and 1 girl. And Mama, she never left leave the yard, so we got the wrestling and stuff in the yard a lot. And you always had to really kind of, I was the smallest, so I had to get away from everybody. I always had to be a little faster and push off and just do all I can. It made you a lot tougher. going to get meals, you got to be the first one to get there. Having to be last and being mad all the time, and just having took that and used it on the field. My big influence in football was, I would pretty much just say, one shot. I always had to drive myself to play, and then me playing Little League football, if you wasn't the quarterback, wide receiver, they talk down on you, especially in my neighborhood. They consider you not being athletic, not good at all. But I took it to the point where, like, sure, if I'm gonna play this position, I'm gonna be the best at it. And while we at practice, I'm gonna make you suffer because you play that position. And so that all they carried over, and then I started watching football, and I watched Warren Sapp. And just watching Sapp just have fun. You know, okay, I'm a D lineman, which that don't mean I can't have fun. Got to have fun, make a play, sack a quarterback, hurt a wide receiver, and he get up and he celebrate. I'm like, why can't I celebrate? Why can't I have a good time while doing it? I used to just play mad and just hurt people. But now I just have a good time, relax, and just go with the flow. My biggest influence in my life was my mother. She my whole life she was supposed to die my whole life. Every year they tell me you only got a couple months. You only got a year. You got like a week. And she always fight through it. So my mama, she always told me, like, Mom, I asked her one time, I said, Mom, all the time, why you could have been gave up? Why you didn't give up? She said, I got 7 kids. I said, that's all she said. I got 7 kids. And she rolled over and went to sleep. And for her to just fight through all the adversity she was going through, a lot of people didn't want to deal with her because she had 7 kids. A lot of people didn't want to come to the house because she had 7 kids. She put with all that because she's like, she didn't have to. And people always told me she was going to pass away. She fought through that because I have to take care of 7 kids. They my responsibility. I love them and they love me, and we all she had. And I was like, that pushes me that pushes me farther than anybody can push me. And for me being in New York, you take a city bus, drop them off in the country, you ask them the same question. It's so different. I'm not used to the tall buildings. I hardly see any grass. I don't see no dirt. Everybody in the rush is hustling and bustling. And Alabama is just so laid back and relaxed. But I love this building. It's an experience that a lot of people don't get a chance to see.
As far as heroes on the field, Reggie White, John Randall, Chris Doman. Of course, Pops is always a hero of any guy's life. Just because, when you're born, he's humongous. And then as you keep growing, he gets smaller and smaller every year. It's crazy how that works. But no, I mean, he just helps out so much. So every little advice helps. And he's done everything that I've done, so he knows the whole story. The most influential coach I've had would probably be my coach in college, Tosh Lupoy. Coach Lupoy, I've had him since my sophomore year. And I mean, I really came into Cal because of the city, because of the area, because of the surrounding place. And I mean, I like the team or whatever, but more importantly, I thought I could live in the city. And that's probably key, is being able to live somewhere. But really, when Coach Lupoy took over, he definitely advanced me so much more. It was more than just Cam, go forth and conquer. It was like, Cam, there's a backfield. You might want to check that out. There's also wide receivers. They could, tell you this pass is coming. And he just brought so much more knowledge to the game. And brought it in a way that I could understand. Because, I mean, he got a lot of energy. I'm a high-energy guy, so my coach is 27, 28, and I mean, he was one of the youngest coaches in the Pac-10, and I mean, he just came in with so much energy, and he just taught me so well.
Well, as a parent, as a dad, it's awesome. It's been amazing. I've seen Cam's development, obviously, since day one. When I look back at where he was in high school, for instance.
I was a sexy kid.
I wasn't going to go there, but
okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But really a talented kid. You could start to see things develop. But I started to see certain things. You take that athleticism, that's one thing, but then also you got to mix in some passion and to go to the next level. And that's where I thought Cam really took it and went with it. And so it's been amazing to see what God has done in his life and for our family. For him to go through that senior year, have a bang-up senior year, you're always going to have some nicks and bruises, and he went through that and he battled through that, and to get to this level and then to show up like he did at the Senior Bowl and at the Combine, it's just been truly amazing.
As far as just being drafted, I mean, it's a great feeling that I have. I'm really ready to go. Go into a city, go find out where I'm gonna be staying, go and find out what kind of defense I'm going to be a part of, and really buy into the playbook and get into the season. I'm ready for it. I'm Cameron Jordan.
I'm Steve Jordan. Come see us on School of Legends. Man, my voice is
Come
scratchy.
find us. Let me take care of it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm Cameron Jordan.
And I'm Steve Jordan.
And come find us at School of the Legends.
What a cool piece. What a cool piece on Steve and Cameron. I mean, that's just the generation, father to son, both in the NFL. That's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's very tough. And I wish I could have played with my dad in the NFL, but you look at it, you can understand that Cameron has learned so much from Steve. And Steve is a proud papa sitting up there with his baby boy going to the same level he played in.
That is so cool. I mean, I have a 10-year-old son, and that would be some cool stuff, but I don't know about the league, though. I'd rather him go play Major League Baseball. But Marcel Darius, man, talk about how cold he's going to be coming from Alabama, going to the Buffalo Bills.
Well, he'll get used to it. He's a big guy. You all that blubber, he's like a whale. He goes to that next level, he's going to be okay. I left Louisiana and went to D.C., and Monty Coleman told me, he said, look, Rook, we don't wear sleeves up here. So I had to quickly find out how to stay warm. So Vaseline, put some cayenne pepper in your socks, all that stuff works.
The pepper in your socks?
Oh, yeah. Keeps you warm, baby.
I never heard of that one. But you know what? Jackie Slater.
I'm old school.
Jackie Slater ripped my sleeves off the first cold game we had, and he said, linemen don't wear sleeves. So from then on, I never wore sleeves. So.
Oh, exactly, man. And that's just the way things go sometimes. But, we're here at the Rookie Debut 2011, and I'm joined with Kevin Carter. Big dude. We have a question that came from the site, SOTL, School of the Legends, and they want to know, how is the draft so different now compared to when you came out?
Well, I can answer this one from my standpoint because, see, when Brian came out, they had like 20 rounds of the draft.
Well,
they only had.
Old, but
I was a part of the modern draft.
We
had 7 rounds in my draft in '95. But what year was it? 60.
I came out in 1950. 1990. We had 12 rounds, and none of this went on. Although I wasn't a first-round draft pick, there was none of this going on. And I think things are getting better, and it lets you know how popular the sport of football is.
Yeah.
And all of these guys, having a chance to talk to them, they are truly, truly enjoying this weekend.
We're definitely observing the evolution of football. I mean, having all of this, this is wonderful. This is cool. I mean, I remember the whole rookie premiere, and they had the cards and everything else, but that's about it. We didn't have a party with Snoop Dogg and Dougie Fresh and everybody else. I mean, this is awesome.
Well, I was listening to Dougie Fresh when I got drafted. He was just becoming big then, and he's been around now for over 20 years. But, we have another guy, and this is one thing about it. We see all these things in the draft weekend. We see the guys walking across the stage. But there is a serious side of pro football.
Yes.
And there's a young man, Chester Pitts. And Chester Pitts is going to tell you, he's not the kind to come in and say, hi, how you doing? He gets in your face. We're going to toss to this Chester Pitts segment and let you know the serious side of pro football. Let's take a look at Chester Pitts.
My name's Chester Pitts. I'm a 9-year veteran. I played 8 years in Houston, played 1 year last year in Seattle, free agent now. A couple tidbits for you. This is a great opportunity for you. I would advise you to do your best to maximize it. You're going to have people coming at you left, right, up and down. I would say stick with people you trust. Find a way to vet new people in your lives. But just because they've always been in your life doesn't always mean you can trust them, so make sure they know what they're doing. It's just tough game, tough world, tough business out there. And if you always remember, number one thing, that it is a business, you will always be okay. There are feelings and love, all of that ended in college. Now it is strictly business. You show up, you do your job, you're on time, you do things the way you're supposed to, and things will always work out for you. All right? That's all I got for you. Be safe out there, stay healthy, and enjoy it all.
Welcome back to the Rookie Debut 2011. Brian Mitchell here with Kevin Carter. We've been joined by another young man, Randall Cobb from the University of Kentucky. He's going to Green Bay. We just talked about Marcel Darius going to have a shock when it comes to weather. Oh, man, are you ready? Have you been told how much clothes you have to wear up there compared to what you wore in Kentucky?
I heard I need to buy my coat for there from there. So, you know, I'm really happy to get up there, and I can't wait to be a part of side of town and everything they're doing up there.
You know, you've been up here all the weekend. Can you explain, or you have any words to explain how good you're feeling right now?
Just a great feeling, just to be around all the great guys and all the great players. That's laid the stepping stone for us to be able to do what we're doing today. So it's a great feeling just to be able to meet some of these guys and talk to them and learn from them.
I have a question for you. You know, there's a certain coach at the University of Kentucky by the name of Steve Brown. Is he still up there?
He is. Coach Brown, I'm pretty close to him. I have to tell him, make sure say, hey.
Tell Steve Brown that Kevin Carter said hello. I mean, I knew Steve when he was just out of the NFL and he was coaching for the Rams. He's a really, really good man, and obviously your skill reflects a lot of his teaching.
Yes, sir. Like I said, it's just a great opportunity and a great feeling to be here.
You know, Randall, you were just saying like you had an opportunity to talk to a lot of the players, the veteran players, guys that paved the way for you. If you go through all of the comments you've had, what is one of the things that they told you that stuck with you more than anything?
Just to stay inspired and motivated, because, you know, a lot of guys come into this league, but not a lot can make it deep into this league and may have a long career. And it's all about staying healthy and doing what you got to do as far as on the field and off the field. But one of the main things I learned was from Deion Sanders, and he was telling me that, you know, I got to stay motivated and stay grounded and keep pushing myself to get better every day.
Well, listen to two guys. One guy played 14, I played 14 also. It's 28 years of experience here, man. Good luck to you. We wish you nothing but great things.
All right, thank you.
We're going to hear from a few more of our rookies that are in-house at the Rookie Debut 2011 right here at the Cipriani on Wall Street. We're going to hear from Julio Jones, Blaine Gabbert, and first-round defensive end Alden Smith.
I didn't know what to expect. You know, I came to the draft room and the green room. I was like, all right, I'm keep an open mind. You know, I heard that Atlanta was going to trade up, but I didn't know who they was going to take. You know, and if I was still there, there was a possibility that they was going to take me. You know, I talked to my agent, and he said sure that they'll take me. Cleveland traded back. Atlanta came up and took me. I was so excited.
The whole week has been awesome. It's been a great opportunity for me to come down here with all the other players entering the draft and all the current and former players out here today. So the whole deal has been a blast. And probably the best moment so far is definitely hearing your name called. It was really special. It was pretty much a dream come true. My immediate family came with me to New York. They're the most important people in my life. They've been with me since day one. So they wanted to kind of enjoy this whole process, and I wanted them here with me. Just being out here with the kids, I'm at the quarterback station with J.J. Watt, so anytime we can come out here and enjoy ourselves with the children. And Alden Smith is right here. We played ball together at Mizzou, and it's just awesome coming out here, hanging out with the kids, because it really does mean a lot to them. Because I know when we were that age,
oh man!
How did you not catch that? Wow. Nice. Keep rolling. I am rolling.
AJ. That came in. Who hit? That hit you right there?
Boom.
I was like,
that was a fast throw. My vest.
That came in hot, dude.
Tell us about the near disaster that just happened. Almost.
Yeah, that's typical JJ. The D lineman can't catch very well. And, except Alden did play tight end. Actually, JJ played tight end, but.
What do you think about your teammate here?
He's a great guy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he can't catch, but he's a good guy.
Well, he tells me off the record that he can take you down like at will.
And what?
Just period. Just take you down. He tells me off the record he can just slam you. Is that even?
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Welcome back to Cipriani Wall Street. We're at the Rookie Debut 2011. We've add another person to this set. You saw him earlier on the red carpet, Willie McGinnis, Kevin Carter, and myself, Brian Mitchell. I want you all to keep following us at youtube.com/NFL players, because we wish you could be here. But if you're not here, the next best thing is to join us on. Stay in touch.
Stay in touch. Come holler at us. Come see what we're talking about. Come into our world.
and come to schoolofthelegends.com to create a free profile today. Get connected, stay connected. Hey, you know what? You're actually a pretty good dancer, Willie.
You want to see me get out?
I don't know,
We've been
man.
working.
You got some moves.
Yeah, go for it. We've been working all night, man, so we haven't had a chance to cut loose. But I'm going to say my dance moves for the table. It was a joy being here. The party is great. Congratulations to the rookies. Thanks for having me, guys. I mean, you guys are the man. Well, I'll just say, you know, it's been nice being with you guys, but it's a lot of people down there. Now, I'm going to enjoy myself, have some fun, and we're going to break out of here. Thanks for having us. Good night. Log on to SOTL.com. Keep connected. Stay connected.
Log on to SOTL today. SOTL.com. Good night. Thank you.